Hi everyone, and welcome back to Low Carb Crazy. Yeah. So, in this video, I just literally want to talk about struggles with weight loss. If you want to know about my struggles and why it's so hard for me, stay tuned. So, it's really hard to try to stick to any diet, and I know how to lose weight. It doesn't mean that because I know how to lose weight, I can do it. A lot of people have the misconception, oh, well, they don't know how to lose weight. I actually do. I know you have to look. I was extremely poor growing up. So like when I did have food, when I was old enough to buy my own food and, work hard for the things I want and have access to food, I just gorged. I remember the first time being with my ex-husband and his family. They were very good cooks. Very good cooks. My ex-husband too was a good cook. And there was just meals everywhere, like really good stuff, like homemade potato salad, macaroni salad, and baked, all kinds of baked Italian foods that were like amazing. They taste really good. And it was homey, and it was like very comforting. And I just remember being really happy in those moments of having an abundance of food, as much as I wanted. And there was like really no limitations. It was like, take as much as you want. It's there for you. We made enough for everybody. And I was just really excited. And I must have put about, gosh, I don't know, 50 pounds on as a teenager. And I sure did. I put a lot of weight on as a teenager with my ex-husband. We weren't married then, of course, but we were just kids. But yeah, it was like food everywhere. But I noticed that as I started to get older and buy my own food, there was points in my life where I was like, oh gosh, I'm getting heavy. I got to exercise. So I would do like that Thai bow, like exercise stuff. I was younger then. So I didn't have any joint pain. I didn't have any knee problems or any foot problems or any back problems that much. Well, I had back problems, but not that much at that point. I have, just enough to where I could exercise and feel great. As a kid, you could do that kind of stuff. I was very young. So from, I'd say, the age of 18 to the age of like 25, I could do a lot of physical exercise. But believe it or not, I was in a lot of pain because of my spine. I do have scoliosis in my spine. That's a curvature of the spine. It's like an S curve in my spine. I've had it as far as I found out when I was 15 at school. So, and I was not walking around with a brace, and I was pretty much fully grown anyway. So there wasn't much straightening out that could happen anyway. I was already 5'10". Yeah, I'm that tall. So, it was just struggle after struggle, with my weight. It just kept piling on and piling on. Then I would go on a crash diet and lose some weight. And this has been my roller coaster ride of trying to stay in shape. But now it's different. It's not about my looks anymore. It's not about how fit I am. I can care less about those things anymore. My primary concern right now is my health. I am so afraid of getting sick because I have diabetes in my family. I have heart disease. I have cancers. I have so many illnesses that I can get in my bloodline on pretty much both sides. My mom's obese. My dad had heart disease. And all of his brothers and sisters had some form of heart disease or cancer. So it was almost all of them. It's scary to think that, like, if I don't take care of myself, these things are going to happen to me. And I love my husband. I want to make sure that I'm here for him. And, I don't have any children or anything like that. But I want to be there for him as much as I can be. And it's just, it's a really hard thing when you know that you want to be healthy and you're going through all this stuff. So there's a lot of factors that make me who I am. There's a lot of things that happen in my life that make Diana who she is, and how she got to be this person who is struggling with her weight and fighting the good fight of weight loss. Keep trying. Yeah, I fail miserably over and over again. And yeah, I am not perfect. And yeah, I'm making myself extremely vulnerable on YouTube because I want someone else out there that's going through the same experience or similar experience in life to know you're not alone, and that I'm going through it too. So it's not easy, but we got to keep trying. We got to love ourselves enough to keep trying. So point being, I'm finally getting to my point. My point is that I have emotional eating disorder. I know I do. I know I do. I'm textbook. Every time I'm sad, I can't stop thinking about food. I binge eat. Every time I'm mad, every time I'm scared, every time I'm worried, or like any kind of emotion that seems overwhelming, like stressed out, especially stressed at work, worried about this or that, I fail at my diet plan immediately, because the only thing that I feel gives me comfort is food. And not just any food. Foods that I think are amazing and make my brain go, I'm so happy, and you know what I'm talking about. That's like the stuff that we're not supposed to eat, and that's the first thing I run to. The very first thing I run to. And I mean, I don't want to name foods, but you know what they are. The bad foods, the junk foods, the foods we're supposed to try to stay away from. Those are the very foods that I crave when I'm emotionally distraught or something like that. And sometimes that causes my binges to be horrible. Like I just eat a massive amount in one sitting. It's like thousands of calories. And I'm like, no wonder I'm fat, because look at what I'm doing to myself. And every time I feel like I want to break down and cry, like, what am I doing to myself? It's a vicious cycle. And it's very painful. It's very painful to go through these things. I don't know how to stop it other than just keep trying. Don't give up. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. Because when I stopped trying in the past, when I didn't jump back up on it and just continue to try to lose weight and keep fighting, I was gaining. But now I'm at least, I gain, then I lose it, then I gain, then I lose it. I'm almost in like a maintenance mode where I don't want to get any heavier. And I definitely want to lose weight, but that's easier said than done for someone who struggles as much as I do. But as of now, thank God, I don't have diabetes. I don't have any other problems that I know of. I just got blood work done today. See, they stuck me. They stuck me. They stuck me here too. But I'm a hard person to take blood from, apparently. But yeah, so it's just been a vicious cycle of never-ending, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. And the reason why I picked the ketogenic diet, I'll tell you the reason why I picked the ketogenic diet. The reason I picked the ketogenic diet is because I know that it's a very good diet for inflammation. And that's something I struggle with tremendously. I have arthritis in my left ankle. I have inflammation in my spine, and my joints hurt. I'm always in pain, number one, whether I'm on the keto diet or whether I'm on the SAD diet, which is the standard American diet. So the standard American diet absolutely screws me up. It just messes up my whole system. I feel like crap. I usually get more pain than normal. My nose like swells so much at night I can't even breathe. So I get massive inflammation from, wheat products and things like that. So it could be a slight gluten allergy. I'm sure it is. And I break out with like dry skin, as when I had my binges. That's what happens on my skin. So I don't know. It's just like I know the foods that are good for me, and I know the foods that are very bad for me. And I want to concentrate on new recipes that can kind of take the place of the foods that I enjoyed so much. But that's really hard when it's macaroni and cheese, isn't it? Ooh. Don't step on your light. Are there alternatives? Sure. I mean, there's alternatives. And the thing is I'm trying to train my brain and I'm trying to train myself to like and enjoy the things that are better for me and for my health. Whereas not just the stuff that, like, not just give, like I'm like a spoiled brat inside. It's like, I want it, I want it, I want it. I want the sugar. I want the carbs. I want pizza, like whatever. That's the kind of stuff that's going to get me sick, right? So I have to train myself to want healthier foods. I want a nice salad. But what kind of salad? Oh, a homemade ketogenic Big Mac salad. Now that's what I'm talking about. See, it's healthy and it's delicious. But sometimes you get that craving for like maybe a macaroni and cheese or something like that. And I have to be very, very careful about how I do these things. It's really hard. And going out to eat with friends, people say, you want to come out to dinner? Oh, let's go to lunch. Let's do this or let's do that. So of course, when you go out to eat, you get massive amounts of food, number one. Number two, not everything is ketogenic. Not everything is low carb. And you got to look at the menu. You got to tweak some things. You can do it. It is possible. But I think people get annoyed by it. They don't say anything, but I can feel and sense that they're just like, just order a freaking hamburger, will you? And stop asking for all this crap. But that's how it is. But I mean, I guess that's what you got to do when you want to get healthy. It's just, the struggle's real. The struggle is so, so real. And sometimes I feel like I'm never going to achieve this. I'm never going to get there. And I'm a little bit like, I want to encourage you guys to keep motivated. I want to encourage you guys to keep going. But sometimes I'm just like, how can I encourage them when I can't even tell myself I can do it? Like, I want to help people, but mainly I guess I have to help myself too. And that's a struggle. And I should have thought about that before I started this YouTube channel. I think I would have been like, okay, this girl's just blabbing on way too much about her issues in life, so I'm out of here. Yeah, goodbye, girlfriend. So anyway, I do have struggles, and I'm struggling right now. Honestly, my last weigh-in was so bad. I was doing good for the first two videos, the two prior videos to this. The first one, I didn't lose any weight. I stayed the same. The second video, I lost like 2 pounds and I was a little bit happier about it. I was feeling better about it, but my recent weigh-in is not good. And I don't know why, actually, because I've been sticking to my keto diet pretty well, actually. I think that if I implement too many of those like low-carb protein bars, I think that's where I fail. I think I'm adding too many of those types of things into my diet and not enough whole foods. And I think that's where I'm screwing up, and I'm definitely getting enough exercise. I have a new job where I'm walking constantly, running around like a nut with my, like a chicken with my head cut off, like, whoo, where am I going? Okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. Like very busy, frantic, oh, I got to get this done. I got to get that done. I got to run to the office. I got to go back. Da, 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 da. So it's like, I'm on my feet. I probably walk a good 5 miles a day just in the office. So, it's a very good thing that I'm getting daily, everyday, regular exercise from my job, which is fantastic. But with that comes hunger. I noticed that being so active, I'm actually a lot more hungry. And it's just, I don't know what to eat sometimes. And so I get these lower calorie, like meal replacement bars or snack bars or like Greek yogurts that have lower calories. I think that those types of processed foods are just not good for you. Plus, I am on antibiotics. I have an inner ear infection. I don't know if that has anything to do with me not losing any weight this week, which I'm extremely upset about. But maybe once I get off the antibiotics, I'll start losing weight again. I'm praying that I do because I've been working really hard at it. And I'm really trying to stick to this diet or lifestyle, I should say. And I haven't cheated on it since January 1st. So I've been really, really good. Not even a little piece of candy, nothing. So, I mean, keto candy, maybe I did have a piece of ketogenic sugar-free chocolate, but they're like this big and it's only like 2 carbs. So I'm just like, I hope it changes for me because I'm feeling a little discouraged, to be honest with you. But I know if I keep pressing forward, if I don't see a change, at least I can maintain. And that's important to me as well because I definitely don't want to gain any more weight. Because I am as big as, I think this is as big as I should be. I shouldn't be any bigger than this. Like, I don't want to be any heavier. I definitely want to lose weight. Like, my goal weight, guys, is literally, right now I'm like 250s. I don't even want to tell you because I didn't do good this week. So my goal weight is about 180 something to 190. That's my goal weight. I want to be in that range. And that is so healthy for me. And I usually, I mean, at my age, it might be harder to lose this weight. That could be another factor because I'm getting older. My metabolism is completely, if you know how that feels, like, tell me down below. I would like to know your struggles too. If you could please share with me any of your struggles or any ideas. I mean, I did have some ideas, and honestly, all of you that are vegetarian or vegan, telling me that I should try the vegan diet or the vegetarian lifestyle. I have actually, before I got married to my husband now. I did go on the vegan lifestyle for a good 3 to 5 months. I lost a lot of weight very fast, but then I couldn't stick to it. It was just, I found it very, very hard to stick to, especially if you have a food addiction like me. And I live in the north where, in New Jersey, it's very, it can get cold in the winter. The vegetation, there's not many good fruits here, like not in the winter. In the summer, it's okay, but it's not even that great then. So, I don't know. I just found it hard to stick to. But believe me, I could live on fruit. I love fruit. But I found that I have some sugar problems. So the sugars from the fruits were actually making me get dizzy spells. My sugars were too high. My sugar was fluctuating too much, and it would make me get in these crazy moods and raging. It wasn't good. Let's just put it that way. But I do appreciate all of your opinions and suggestions, because I definitely want that. I want that for this channel. I want people to give me suggestions. I want to hear what you have to say, and I do appreciate all of it, because when I went on the egg fast the first time, holy moly, it's insane. Like, when I went on the first egg fast, okay, I have like 90,000 views on that video. Okay, it was my worst video. It was my first video, and it was an old cell phone I was using, and I didn't know how to edit. I still don't. Not that well anyway. I'm trying. But like, it was like, I just couldn't get it together. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I didn't expect it to go. When somebody types in egg fast on YouTube, I'm like one of the first ones you see on there, that my bowl of eggs. I'm the first thing you see there. So a lot of people click on it, and a lot of people click out because they're like, this girl's crazy. and she has no idea what she's doing. And it was my first attempt, and I did lose about, I think, 8 pounds in 3 days, which isn't bad. But I was using a lot of fats, like everybody was like saying, that's too much mayo, that's too much cheese. You shouldn't use heavy cream in your coffee, like stuff like that. And in my mind, it's like healthy keto fats. So I'm like, what's the problem? But like, I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if I should go on a low fat, high carb diet. I don't know if I should go on a high fat, low carb diet. I am low carb crazy because that's the one that's easier for me to stick to a little bit, but I still have trouble with it, but nothing like the vegan diet. So blah, 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 blah. I know I'm blobbing, blah, 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 blabbing my brains out to you. Sorry about that. But I just want you to know that I struggle. And if you struggle, please let me know down below. And I don't know. I think that we're all human. Like, we all struggle with something. So like, if you have any type of addiction, any type of struggles in your life that maybe other people just don't understand or are quick to judge you. People might look at me and say, oh, she's just a tall, fat girl, or a tall, chubby girl, or lady at this point, because I'm an old fart. So they might say, she's just whatever. And I've had comments like that on YouTube already. So thank you to all my trolleys. I appreciate your comments. So it doesn't bother me. Honestly, I would probably think the same way because we live in a very judgmental society. We look at people and judge them by their appearance, by the way they dress, by the way they talk, by the way they walk, by the way they socialize, by the way they, what they do for a living. Like, we are a very judgmental society. A lot of people struggle with depression because of the judgment calls that have been made on them. And it's just not fair. And it's the way life is, and it stinks. So, I mean, like, I know what's said about me. I know what people think of me. And honestly, I don't give a darn, because it's what I think of me and what God thinks of me and my husband and my family and my friends, that really love me. That's what's really important. How do they feel about me? How does my job feel about me? Do they like me? Am I doing a good job? That's all I care about, really. I don't care about what society as a whole thinks about a tall, chubby, white chick. Big deal. That's what I am. And I mean, it's not so bad. It could be worse. And I hate judgments. I hate when people judge people by anything, by their sexual orientation, by the way they look, the way they dress, their religion. It's like, can't we just all get along? For God's sake, literally, for God's sake. He made us all. Like, can't we just get along? Like, he made us, he put us here. Can we just like get along now? It's like, no, I guess not. So anyway, enough of my blabbing. If you stuck around this long, I'd like to say thank you so much. God bless you. Whatever you do it well. And don't forget, I'm going to keep on doing this thing. I'm going to keep on doing it. And thank you for being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me that you guys are on my side. The ones that really care and the ones that are like, there for me. I just want to say thank you so much. It means a lot to me. That's why I'm here. I need you, and I hope that you need me. Have a great day.